You're watching the first News Hour debate on Times Now Super Prime Time.
On debate number one tonight, we have with us Chandan Mitra and Swapan Dasgupta, Editor-in-Chief of The Pioneer, Member of Parliament and Senior Journalist and Columnist. Respectively, we have with us Bachi Karkaria, Senior Journalist with us in the studio. The Editorial Chairman of the Outlook Group has worked for a very long time with Tarun Tejpal. Vinod Mehta is making his first appearance on the News Hour debate tonight. We have Abha Singh, advocate and social activist, supporting Tarun Tejpal since yesterday evening is Sanjoy Roy, organizer of the Jaipur Literary Festival. He's joining us from our studios in Lucknow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much in this case. I want to start with you, Swapan Dasgupta. The broader questions that have been raised today say that it's not just about the act of the rape, but the cover-up that has followed, almost trying to indicate that the people there did not know that this was an act of rape. They tried to brush this aside as a molestation, as a misdemeanor, as an untoward incident. Does that also need to be explained 4 days after this controversy came to light?
Well, Arnab, I think what is the hallmark of this entire issue is that above everything, there was a complete arrogant misuse of authority at every level. Of course, the whole desire of a person to thrust himself on a junior colleague was based on using rank. Secondly, the attempt to make sure that this remained an internal issue on the grounds that, we are powerful and we can manage things, we are part of the media, and therefore some special dispensation holds to us was there. And now I think what we are seeing is a good criminal lawyer's mind working, which is why you've seen a shifting of positions. You've seen, on one hand, the appointment, a belated appointment of a complaints authority within Tehelka, but alongside with it, you have Shoma Chaudhary actually demonstrating divided loyalties and suggesting that there are two sides of the pictures. What it suggests, and Tarun Tejpal going and saying, yes, I welcome this probe and I want this CCTV footage to be shown. In other words, what is being done is a veiled threat to the victim that, look, we can take this case very, very, very much further. And we can really drag it into a world of murkiness. And that implicit threat, using the judicial system to do, God knows what, to delay the whole thing, to use it to actually cast aspersions on someone's character. I'm not suggesting that that's been done as yet, but the veiled threat is very much there. So I think somewhere along the line, we are seeing a person saying, "Jante nahi main kaun hu."
Yeah, exactly.
The famous words of Delhi society. That's what it is.
Well, that's what it is. Let's get Sanjoy Roy in from Singapore. Till yesterday, there was all this talk of, we are so devastated that something like this could happen. Our thoughts are with the victim. Our thoughts are with the girl. You must let us attend to the girl. That's why we don't want the media to ask questions. Now, look here, Sanjay, what happens? You realize that the case is becoming bigger. The lurid details are out in the open. It is a case of attempted rape under Section 375. And a criminal investigation cannot be pushed back. Sanctimoniousness, self-righteousness has flopped. So what do? You suddenly say, I'm going to now change my position. I'm going to stand in the middle. And if I had sympathies for the girl till yesterday, I will now say that I can't take anything at face value. I have to listen to Tarun Tejpal as well. And, throw this whole theory up. Was it consensual or non-consensual? What kind of a U-turn is that, Sanjoy Roy?
Arnab, I don't see this to be a U-turn. I think this was Tarun's internal position right from the beginning. They, at no point of time, at least the impression that I have and the conversation
which was rubbished by Shoma Chaudhary
since Monday,
an internal position which was rubbished by Shoma Chaudhary till yesterday, and now suddenly she stands in the middle.
Arnab, you're asking me a question. Let me just answer it.
No, but I must correct the impression that you're giving out, Sanjay. You are giving the wrong impression that was the position. That position of Tarun Tejpal was demolished by Shoma Chaudhary till yesterday. Today she takes it at face value. If she had not demolished it, why would she have said that this man needs to go for 6 months? You understand?
Arnab, again, I'm not here, I mean, I'm assuming that you haven't called me here to defend Shoma Chaudhary or X or Y. I'm here really because I'm a friend
I saw you very vociferously defending Tarun Tejpal and Shoma Chaudhary, the handling of the case on some other channel yesterday, and I hope you're not doing a U-turn tonight.
I continue to do so, and let it be quite clear that at no point of time have I condoned what has happened. At no point of time have I taken the position that this needs to be looked in any other way. Today, as you all have said, that the FIR has been filed. Let the law take its own case. Where I do have an objection is the fact that everybody has already decided that there is an incident that amounts to rape. He is the rapist. And I think casting aspersions
in your view, one second, before you try that tack.
That's not fair. I think there is a position
No, please, let's be clear. You see, I think journalists are not uneducated people. A basic understanding of the law is expected from everyone, including Shoma Chaudhary and Tarun Tejpal. You cannot start giving these lectures that the media is being presumptuous. This is not a criminal case. You know the details of the case. You need to read Article 375, and you know the circumstances under which a man is said to commit rape. Sanjoy Roy, I hope you are not trying to say here that Shoma Chaudhary and Tarun Tejpal did not know the law. There are only two possibilities. Vinod Mehta, let me get you in. There are two possibilities. Either they did not know the law, or that they knew the law but chose to disregard it.
Arnab, Tarun was my deputy for 6-7 years, and let me say, I am very fond of him. Can I just read out an SMS? I've been in touch with Tarun today, and can I just read out an SMS he sent me today? Please bear with me. I think it's worth reading. Here it is. Vinod, as an old colleague and friend, I want you to know the truth. Out of an attempt to preserve the girl's dignity and Shoma's adamantine feminist principle insistence that I keep the correct form by apologizing, I did so. The truth is, it was an incredibly fleeting, totally consensual encounter of less than a minute on a lift of a 2-story building.
1 minute. Vinod Mehta. You want no, once I got the drift of what you're saying, but I'll hold you there. No, I hold you there. I'd hold you there because, Vinod Mehta, with respect to you, if someone is there as an accused of alleged rape, and if that message which you are sending out is going to amount to character assassination of the victim, with utmost respect to you, Vinod Mehta, I'm not going to allow it. And I think that is a basic question here today. Now, you understand this, Mr.
Arnab, I don't think you're the judge or the jury to allow something or disallow
Mr.
something.
Sanjoy Roy, I do not need your permission. I do not need your permission to decide what is appropriate or not appropriate to put out, because it may not be. It may not be.
There is a decorum of
come on, Mr. Chaudhary, don't lecture me.
Otherwise, there's no reason for us to be here.
Mr. Roy.
I mean, there's no reason for us to be here. I'm really sorry.
Mr. Roy.
But if there is,
Mr. Roy,
we're all here for respect,
I give you here's one thing, Mr. Roy. You know, double standards and hypocrisy is something that I don't accept. Now, till yesterday, there were all of... One second, Mr. Sanjoy Roy. Mr. Roy, 1 second. So if I'm talking... 1 second, Mr. Roy. Please understand this. Yes, you can have your cup of coffee there. The question is simple. No, 1 second. The question is this. Till yesterday, why am I stopping Vinod Mehta? Because till yesterday, I thought that everyone at Tehelka and those supporting them, including you, Sanjoy Roy, kept saying, oh, we must... protect the privacy, and we must appreciate that this victim cannot be maligned, cannot be character assationated.
But
one of the reasons, let me complete, we don't want to do, one of the reasons we don't want details to do that, we don't want these details, lurid details to come out, is because it will affect the victim. Today, you seem to be heartily cheering on Vinod Mehta's attempt to read out Tarun Tejpal's tweet on national television. That's a change in position. Bachi, I'd like Bachi to come in. Vinod Mehta, 1 minute. Bachi. Bachi, 1 second, Vinod Mehta. Bachi wants to say something here. 1 second. Bachi, please.
Can I just finish?
let Bachi come in, Vinod Mehta, after that.
Vinod, just a moment. I'm sure Arnav will allow you to finish. But while I may completely agree with Tarun's latest statement where he says that he wants the police to obtain, examine and release the CCTV footage, that is his right as the accused in this case. But I will not buy the argument that Tarun Tejpal is so noble that he is going to expose himself to a charge of rape. Surely he knows the consequences of that, merely to be very kind to his junior colleague, which is what the tweet that Vinod has begun to read out very clearly says. I mean, he says, well, in the interest of the girl, I'm going to stand up and say all this. I mean, I'm sure Tarun is an honourable man, but this is surely. I mean,
Vinod Mehta, the straight rebut to what you have said is this, and let's get Chandan Mitra and Abbas Singh also, and then I'll come back to you. Let's do a first round. The point is 1 minute. Today, what Tarun Tejpal is saying is, I resigned, but I did not accept my guilt. I am not guilty. I just resigned resigned as a damage control act. Swapan Dasgupta wants to come in. The fact is, he has resigned, and Shoma Chaudhary and Tarun Tejpal said, no, that means the girl's version carries serious weight.
Arnav, I just want to speak one line, one sentence I want to speak. That's all.
Go ahead. But don't read from that SMS.
My sentence is the following. No, I'm not reading from that.
Thank you.
I do not endorse what Mr. Tarun Tejpal told me. The SMS he sent me. But I just thought that since it's all out in the public domain, that I should read this.
Why don't you understand, Mr. Mehta? No, I understand what you're saying, but why don't you understand, Mr. Mehta? No, Mr. Mehta, why don't you understand this whole other version which is now coming out is a version which Tarun Tejpal and which Shoma Chaudhary had overridden and overruled.
I don't endorse that version.
No, till yesterday you overrule it. 1 minute, till yesterday you overrule it. And today that you realize Goa Police Center, everybody is coming after you. But today suddenly you spring it up and you say, I'm going to stand in the middle. Now I'm going to stop you from reading that SMS therefore. We understand why, Mr. Mehta. Don't take it otherwise. I want Abbas Singh to come in at this stage, and then I'm coming to Chandan Mitra. Abbas Singh.
Arnav, I agree with you absolutely. Tejpal, if he has to say something, it should be in the police station. Why is he not going and surrendering before the Goa police? And Shoma Chaudhary has violated, she herself is an accomplice under 201 of the IPC, which clearly says that she has been trying to help the offender by giving him sufficient time. Who is Shoma Chaudhary to decide that she will ask for apology? She has violated the guidelines of Vishakha guidelines. It is a contempt of Supreme Court. The Vishakha guidelines clearly say that if there is an offence of sexual offence or assault, she has to immediately inform the police authorities. The appropriate authorities are the right people to take action. Number one, she has violated the Vishakha guidelines, which is a contempt of the Supreme Court, and she has also violated the IPC guidelines, and she becomes an offender, and it is 3 years of imprisonment for destroying evidence and also giving him time trying to screen the offender. Thirdly, she has said these are tough times and you stand by Tehelka, stand by the institution. So she is trying to tell all the witnesses that keep away. So Shoma Chaudhary should also be made an accomplice in this along with Tejpal.
No, one second. I'm going to get the point to remember here is that under these Vishakha guidelines, they stipulate that the onus, Chandan Mitra, let's come to you, that the onus is on the employer to initiate the lodging of a complaint once you receive a complaint from a victim of sexual harassment. In this case, the charges are even more serious. It's not just sexual harassment. Yet, despite getting to know the nature of the assault, nobody filed a complaint. They try to hush it up.
You see, this is, in my opinion, Arnab, an absolutely indefensible position that the Tehelka management has taken. It cannot be, from no point of view can it be defended. A crime has been committed or attempted to have been committed. There is a clear case. Under the new law, it is, if I am not mistaken, a non-bailable offence. Now, whatever statement or all these lachrymose messages he is sending out, I have also got his renewed apology letter to the victim, and Vinod Mehta's attempt to read out a tearjerker. You know,
What?
these are going on through the day.
No, watch-
A huge damage limitation exercise has been mounted.